Hey guys, it's me Tavjot. Welcome back to TJ Lego Studio. In this video, I've made an actual working Lego vending machine. So let me demonstrate. Over here is the button, which when you press, nothing actually happens. Let me take a close in. Okay, so when you press this button, nothing happens. So you have to take a coin here, insert it into this hole. Then you press the button and look at this. A box comes out. And then if you try to press the button again, another one won't come. This machine has got a self-locking mechanism so that when you press the button again, it won't come and you have to insert another coin to get one more box. See, I'm pressing it again, nothing's happening. So yeah. Now there's also a color code for all the boxes from the rarest to the most common. So in this machine there are many different colors of boxes, and the most common one is this turquoise, and the rarest is yellow because it has a design on it. So yeah. So this vending machine has a lot of boxes. So it has this ginormous storage tower. So anyway, now I'll show you how it works from the inside. So basically this tower is nothing much. It's just a bunch of bricks put together in a square so that you can put boxes in it. There is nothing like too complex in this, in the tower at least. The rest of it is very complex. But anyway, this is also the cap. I put gold bars on it just to look good, and you can just cover it like this. Pretty sturdy tower. Here we've got the ramp, which disperses the bricks. This ramp is actually foldable, so you can actually make it flat and then you can open it back up again. Now see, once you insert the coin, the ramp makes the bricks come out. See, if I press the button again, nothing happens. So anyway, that's that. So this thing is pretty foolproof because it does not malfunction. So even if you press the button after a box comes out, more does not come out. It's got a very good self-locking mechanism. That was in fact so hard to accomplish, the self-locking mechanism, that it literally took me more than 10 hours to try every possible gear ratio to make it work. I'm not even joking. And then one time it fell off the table and broke completely. I had to rebuild it again, and it took me another 2 hours at least to use the gear ratio to make the self-locking mechanism turn back on, because it is very difficult, but I'll show you exactly how to do it. So anyway, it's got a pretty cool design. This I used a lot of wall panels and all. I couldn't use flat bricks and all because I had to use them for another build. I'm gonna upload that video later. It's actually a foosball table, but a mini version, of course. For the back I used glass pieces because I ran out of wall panels. But anyway, glass makes it look easier to look inside and see what's wrong if something goes wrong. Here we just got nothing. Here's the hatch on the side where you can get the coins out. The coins that like fall in here, see? So anyway, that's that. Here you've got a glass screen to look at the coins. Over here I used peach or tan or whatever you want to call it, or beige, because I ran out of white pieces. I had to use them for another build, which is on the bed right now. So that's also going to be another video. So no need to look at that. So since I just inserted 3 coins, I can press a button like this again. But even if you insert like 3 coins, you'll only get 1 box. So that's why every time you insert a coin, you should always press the button, or else that coin will be lost. So anyway, that's that. Now I'll show you the inside of this spectacular machine. So let me just take all this off. There's actually a secret way to open this. It's behind the leaderboard thingy, this board. I actually have a broken plate piece over here, and this broken piece allows me to remove the whole thing very easily. But it's hidden behind this, so you need to be smart enough to realize that. So let me just open like everything here. So anyway, just gonna take this off. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is very delicate, so I'm gonna try to touch it as less as possible, because without the roof this thing is completely vulnerable. See, the roof holds all of this together. So look at this, it's already starting to fall apart. So without the roof this thing won't be able to function. Let me just get a bird's eye view of this. Okay, so over here we've got a switch, as you can see. So okay, I need a coin. So right now the switch is in neutral position. Oh, by the way, you can literally use any coin. You can use 5 rupees, 2 rupees, anything. It works for all of them. But if you really want a specific amount, like 10 or 20 rupees, you have to like add a different mechanism. You can watch that on Brick Science. I once saw that. But this is nothing like that one. Because on Brick Science, Riley used a Lego EV3 to use the sensors to see the coins and all that. I'm using this very simple mechanism. I mean, it wasn't simple, but still, because I don't have an EV3, but I always wanted one. So please like and subscribe so that I can get one. Anyway, once you insert the coin, it flips the switch, as you saw. So if you didn't see it, I'll just press the button to reset. So watch it carefully. I'm going to insert the coin right now. It's going to flip the switch. Did you see that? I'll show you once again just for one more. See that? It flipped the switch. So once the switch is flipped, the button gets activated so that you can click on it to release the boxes. So now I'm going to show you the self-locking mechanism. This part was very easy. It's just that the coin comes and flips the switch. But then again, this thing is kind of foolproof because you can just use a stick or something and poke it and turn the switch. But like, as I told you, you can make things more complex. I decided to keep this small and easy. But if you really want to, you can check out Brick Science and do what he did. So yeah. Anyway, the locking mechanism goes like this. Here we've got the remote because I don't have an individual button, which is why I need an EV3. But anyway, so over here this button gets pressed on the remote when I press this button, and then it like activates the whole thing. It's just a normal remote mechanism that we have in Lego. What do you call it? The Lego remote controls and motors and all that. Anyway, over here in the corner we've got the battery box, which you can turn on and off from this hatch over here. I'll show you in the from the outside, but anyway, you can turn it on and off. You can charge it, whatever you want from that one hatch. Over here we just got some empty space over there. There's just empty space. I guess I could have been a little more manageable of that space, but still. Okay, over here we've got the servo motor. The servo motor controls this entire block coming out bit. So you see, when the switch gets activated, like I'm going to insert the coin to activate the switch. Watch, it's going to come out from here. So the switch gets activated. Now when I press the button, this servo motor will turn exactly 90 degrees and turn that gear over there, which turns a rack and pinion mechanism down there. See, there's a rack over there. So when this gear turns this gear, it will turn the rack so that it pushes the other block out. Like, I'll show you, okay? I'll show you when I remove all the bricks. So anyway, that's just the mechanism I used there. Now for resetting it, this is a bit tricky to reset the lock. Over here you can see, if I show you a servo motor, you'll see that a servo motor actually has two like axle inserting things. Like, let me show you. Here we go. So over here I've got a servo motor. If you look at it, this is one place to insert the axle, and on the back of it is actually one more, which also turns 90 degrees. So I made use of that one for this build. At the back over here I put a universal joint to turn this. It turns this small gear. Let me see how many teeth it has. Okay, so it turns this 12-tooth gear, which turns this bigger gear. I had to get this gear ratio exactly right. So anyway, the small what was it? The 12 tooth gear turns the 36 tooth gear. Yeah, the 12 tooth gear turns the 36 tooth gear. So the gear ratio basically here is 1:3. So anyway, that turns these universal joints and all that, which come directly back to the switch inside. Okay, let me just, yeah. So here after this, the universal joints connect from this 36 tooth gear back to the switch. So then when this bit turns 90 degrees, it turns this gear, which turns this gear, which turns all these universal joints, which goes directly back to the switch and turns it back to off or neutral. So watch this, okay? I put the coin in, it flipped the switch, I press the button, and this turns and resets the entire switch. So now I can't press the button again. So this thing is completely foolproof. You can't take advantage of it except like if you flip the switch by using something else. Like for example, if I take a stick like this, I can put it through the coin hole and just flip the switch like this. So of course that is very much possible, but still if you really want to avoid that, you can either add a flap over there, or you can make it like a ramp where the coin has to go down the ramp. You can make a few turns and all that so that a stick can't actually do that. So anyway, that's the inside of this thing. I know I've already taken like 11 minutes of your time, but I really want to show you the last bit. Now I know I've already been talking for a long time, but I just want to show you this last bit of the thing. So you press the button and the box comes out. I've already got all these, so I'm not going to waste your time anymore. I'm just going to take the boxes out manually. But before that I have to put the roof back on, because without the roof this thing is very unstable. So I think this is supposed to go here. Yeah. And cover that bit. This is supposed to come here. This is supposed to go here. Oh, I put this wrong. Okay. So this is supposed to come here. You can build a roof however you want to be, however you want it to be, because I know all of you won't have the exact same Lego pieces I have. So try to experiment. Maybe try something of your own. But you can use this for reference if you want. So I'm just gonna put these back on, and then okay, I'm done. So now I'm just gonna put this bit back on first to cover that small hole which can open the whole roof. Now I'm just gonna take all the boxes out manually. Oh no. First I have to remove all the coins. To do this, I raided my entire piggy bank. So okay, that's all the boxes out now. So you can see, as I was saying, the most common color here is this turquoise, which there's 5 boxes of, and the rarest one is yellow, which has a design on the front, on the top. So anyway, now I'm going to show you the mechanism that pushes the boxes out. Look closely, okay? Oh, there's still one box left. I'll just get that out in a jiff. There's no more, right? Okay. So let me show you the clear mechanism. I think I'll remove this piece to make it more visible, but it's fine. So this glass piece stops the boxes from coming out extra. There's a hole here fit for the box, so it just drops through because of gravity. And so yeah. Now over here there's a mechanism. As you saw, the gear rack inside over there pushes this thing out, so then the boxes get pushed out. So watch this. So you saw that it was a box of this exact size. It just pushes the other box out. Like for example, I'll show you this very good example. If this is the tower of boxes over here inside the machine, so this one box is pushed by the rack. It just keeps pushing back and forth. So if you take the boxes like this, it pushes this one out, and then it falls down the hole, and then these come down because of gravity. This falls down the hole and into this place. Then the next one, it pushes again. It just comes like this, push, then it comes back again because the servo motor retracts also. And So yeah, that's basically the mechanism that goes on inside this thing. So I'm just gonna put the boxes back. So I hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm Tabjit and I'll see you in the next one. Check out some of my published books. They're in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Check out some of these videos on your screen right now, and bye bye. Oh, BTW, I have another channel called Tabjit Walia. So go check that out too. I'll put it in the end screen if possible. So bye bye.